Weekly Young and the Restless spoilers November 24th to 28th. Thanksgiving drama and the search for Noah. Next week, on The Young and the Restless, it's a time to give thanks, and on the number one soap, a time to deal with a ton of drama. The Abbotts will experience drama over Thanksgiving, and the Newmans will spend the holiday on two separate fronts, in Genoa City and in Los Angeles. As for the LA crew, Nick and Sharon won't have much time to celebrate yet. They are searching for their son. Please note, YNR will only air 3 new episodes next week. A classic episode drops on Thanksgiving, while sports will preempt the show on Friday. Key takeaways. YNR airs 3 new episodes next week, followed by a classic Thanksgiving episode and a Friday preemption. The Abbotts gather for the holiday, but drama simmers as Victor pushes forward with his plan to weaponize Kane's stolen AI tech. The Newmans split their Thanksgiving between Genoa City and Los Angeles as Nick and Sharon race to find their missing son. Lily reminds the Winters family of the deeper meaning of the holiday. Next week on The Young and the Restless, the Abbotts. According to the spoilers, the Abbotts are serving up plenty of drama. They will be gathered at the Abbott family mansion. Claire, Haley Aaron, will be present at the celebration, and Ashley, Eileen Davidson, returns home for the holiday. Talk will surely revolve around the potential fight the family will have on their hands should Victor, Eric Braeden, end up using Kane's, Billy Flynn, AI weapon that Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, stole from Jabot. Meanwhile, Kyle, Michael Mealer, and Claire have their own issues. Harrison, Redding Munsell, will be happy to see his former nanny and dad's ex-girlfriend. But will Kyle make sure to stir up conflict by bringing up Holden, Nathan Owens? And how will he feel if Claire tells him that she chooses herself and doesn't want to be in a serious relationship? Billy, Jason Thompson, and Sally, Courtney Hope, will, of course, have Abbott communications on their minds. They'd better be prepared for a battle. Little do they know that Victor is about to enlist Adam, Mark Grossman, to strike back against Billy. After all, the mustache needs a distraction so that the AI program can work its magic on Jabot. The Newmans. Speaking of the Newmans, they are splintered this Thanksgiving holiday. Most are in Genoa City, where Victor works to make the Abbotts' lives hellish with his plans to destroy their family's company. But he also has his grandson on his mind. Look for Nick, Joshua Morrow, and Sharon Case, to search for Noah, Lucas Adams, who checked himself out of the hospital and then promptly disappeared. We know that he and Sienna, Tamara Braun, were taken, and they are currently holed up in an unknown location. Noah's looking the worse for wear. While danger lurks in LA, back in Genoa City, Victor wants to keep the drama away from Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott. He doesn't want to worry her, so he decides to keep his wife in the dark about Nick's problems in LA. The Winters. It looks like the Winters family will be together. Lily, Crystal Khalil, is going into the holiday facing a lot of drama and turmoil. She's clearly softening her stance on Kane. And she is even showing a hint of jealousy over Kane and Phyllis, although she would never admit to it. On Thanksgiving, Lily reminds the Winters of the importance of family. Odds and ends. While Cricket, Laura Lee Bell, and Danny, Michael Damian, said their I dose on Friday, the newly married couple will continue to celebrate their marriage with the family and friends gathered. The wedding featured the return of Nina, Trisha Cast, and Gina, Patty Weaver. In other news, YNR airs a classic episode on Thanksgiving Day. From November 16, 1990, the show will feature Danny and Cricket's Hawaiian wedding. Meanwhile, Friday's show is completely preempted due to CBS Sports coverage. The Abbott mansion glowed in the glow of early evening as crisp November air swirled around the driveway. Leaves, red and gold, drifted off the trees like confetti, carpeting the long path to the front door. For one night at least, the Abbott house would be full, a rare gathering in a world where every relationship seemed to hold more danger than peace. Monday, November 24th opened with a warm undercurrent. Cricket and Danny, newly married, celebrated their union. Laughter rang through the rooms, just for a moment, softening the edges of all the tension that always seemed to loom in Genoa City. Daniel collaborated with Tessa, while Phyllis, ever unpredictable, leaned close to make a promise. Her words ambiguous, her tone wrapped in secrets. It felt hopeful, but under everything, whispers lingered. But by Tuesday, November 25th, the veneer of holiday joy cracked. Nick and Sharon were not gathering for turkey or pie, they were searching. Their son, Noah, had vanished after checking himself out of the hospital. Fear weighed heavily on them. This was no simple trip, their desperation was palpable. As Nick yelled Noah's name into the night, Sharon closed her eyes, her prayers trembling on her lips. Back in Genoa City, the Abbotts pressed their own battle lines. Victor, with steely resolve, moved forward with a dangerous plan. He had enlisted Adam in his scheme, not for boardroom maneuvers alone, but for something more sinister. The weapon? Cain's AI program, stolen by Phyllis from Jabot. Victor saw not only a company to control, but a tool, a way to shift power. As his plan unfolds, the Thanksgiving feast becomes a staging ground rather than a celebration. Kyle and Claire hover on the edge of conflict. Harrison, Kyle's son, is happy to see Claire, but old ghosts still hang between them. Rumors swirl. Will Kyle dredge up Holden, his past, just to stir trouble? And Claire, she surprises herself with a confession. She doesn't want to tie herself down anymore. Not yet. Not this Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, Billy and Sally, driven by ambition, have their own battleground, Abbott Communications. But they may not yet know the depth of Victor's strategy. Using Adam as his pawn, Victor plots to distract them, all while advancing his more sinister plan. Wednesday, November 26th brings uneasy reunions. Ashley Abbott, long away, returns home for the holiday. Her presence is like a bomb, but the warmth is tinged with tension, not ease. Victor, quietly ruthless, keeps Nikki in the dark about Nick's plight in not wanting to worry her. Secrets cling in every corner, whispering through corridors. In a more tender moment, Lily gathers the Winters family. Her voice is soft but firm as she reminds them what's truly important. Family. Gratitude. Forgiveness. Yet even as she speaks of unity, jealousy flickers in her eyes. She's softened toward Cain, perhaps more than she'll admit. And she watches Phyllis and Cain together, and resents it. Then comes Thursday, November 27th, but not a new episode. Instead, viewers are treated to a powerful throwback. The classic Hawaiian wedding of Danny and Cricket, originally aired in 1990. It's ironic, heartbreaking even, that this radiant, hopeful love is being replayed in the midst of chaos in the present. The contrast is sharp. What was once a clean slate now feels burdened with memories, resentments, and twisted alliances.